Okay, I'm just making a quick bonus video. There's nothing particularly amazing about this, but I just couldn't leave 2011 without showing you this particular calendar. I couldn't leave it in the past. I had to show you this calendar that I was given for 2011, and obviously it's now 2012. Well, depending on when you watch this video, it might be later than that. But yeah, I just had to show this calendar because I was bought this at the end of 2010 by somebody for 2011, and OMG, I just have to show you this calendar. It looks fine, yeah, sure, it looks completely innocent. I mean, you know, you've got a rather nice steam locomotive on the front there, which is I think a GWR Prairie tank. We could easily just look at that number and check that, couldn't we? And it says steam trains, you know, I mean, that kind of gives it away. But, yeah, not all is as it seems, trust me. Okay, well, the first thing you notice is that the layout of everything is actually really good. There's plenty of room to write your stuff in, and it may look like I had a pretty quiet 2011, but I actually had about 5 calendars, so this one was just left alone and nothing was written in it. But, just hang on a second, look at this. What have we got here? We don't know. We totally don't know. And the description says, detailed view of steam train, Fort William, Scotland. I mean, what are you doing there? Why are you doing that? I mean, have you digitally removed that for copyright reasons or something? There's supposed to be a name there. There's supposed to be a little emblem or something. There's just nothing. Why? And why show us this part of the wheel? I mean, that is just... this is not getting off to a good start, people. Honestly, this is not getting off to a good start. So, trust me, it gets worse. It gets worse. Okay, look, that's quite nice. This is January, and that's a really nice photo. It's clearly not taken in January, but yeah, well, we won't worry about that. And the description, what does it say? 2 steam trains passing each other, North Yorkshire. Right, now, you're gonna start to get an idea about what I'm on about. 2 steam trains passing each other, yeah, we can see that. You know, a 2 or 3-year-old, hell, even a sheep that's comatose can work out that there are 2 steam trains passing each other there. At least they do tell us that it's North Yorkshire. So please comment below if you know this scene and you know what locomotives these are, and you could tell me what railway it is. Go ahead, because the calendar doesn't feel the need to give me that information, but it does tell us that they're passing each other. It could be lying. They could be just parked there permanently. How do we know? Trust me, it gets worse. And then we move on to March, that's not right. February, there we go. February, okay. So what have we got for February? Well, that is actually a really nice shot, as you can tell. I mean, that looks like a beautiful locomotive. And I think that says Black Prince. But what's the description say? Steam train on railway tracks at Toddington Station. Yeah, because they're rarely found on anything else, aren't they? I mean, there was that time in the 60s when a steam train was found on a custard pie, but apart from that, they do generally tend to be found on railway tracks. Yeah, because they're called trains. Anyway, quickly moving on. Oh dear. This is one of the worst, people. Thankfully, there's a number here, so if you've got time and patience, comment below. 4561, what locomotive is this? And I'm asking you what locomotive is this because the calendar doesn't quite give me all the information I need. Steam train, England. Get a grip, Will. You can do this. Only 9 more months to go. Come on. Come on. Calm yourself down. You can do this. Steam train, England. OMG. Fail. And just to take the Look at this one. View of a steamer of the line George-knysna at a switch point near Sedgefield, Western Cape, South Africa. Right. Are you taking the biscuit? I mean, honestly, you have just gone from a terrible shot of some steam and a buffer and just simply said steam train to practically enough information to also tell me about what colour the rocks are and that there's a little shack down there selling bananas at a very competitive rate. And that's South Africa. How many people from Crewe and Nantwich, or even England full stop, are going to be familiar with the George-knysna switch point at Sedgefield, South Africa? Keep it calm, Will. Keep it calm. You can do this. Trust me, it gets worse. Okay, what have we got here? Now that's a really nice shot. Looks like it's taken in the early morning or something. There's quite a bit of contrast, quite a bit of steam. With that number there, we can find out what it is probably. And trust me, we'll need to. Steam train, Wemford Railway, Bodmin, Cornwall. Ah, no, that's okay. They got it right. That's actually pretty useful. So, May, they've done a pretty good job on. So we can move on from May to June. Oh dear, it gets bad again. Well, it looks like Scotland. And it is Scotland. Whereabouts in Scotland? Well, it's the Highlands. What bridge is it? What viaduct? It's a steam train on a curved stone bridge. Right. Well, for a start, you shouldn't really call it a bridge. It is a bridge, but it's actually a viaduct because it's carrying a method of transport across the top of it. It's a viaduct, and if it is a viaduct, and it looks pretty grand, and it looks pretty amazing, it will probably have a name, probably. But it's just the way they feel the need to tell us that it's a curved stone bridge. You know, it's not just a stone bridge, people. It's curved. And that's important. We're not going to tell you what bridge it is, or where it is. No. It's a curved stone bridge, and you have to find that out. Okay. July, we're halfway there. Well, we're over halfway. Steam train on a winter's evening. Thanks. Thanks for that. Yeah, don't tell us where or what locomotive it is. And the snow on the locomotive kind of tells us that it's a winter's evening. You know, you didn't need to tell us that. In fact, you're just rubbish, basically. Why bother? Oh, this looks familiar. Yes, this is the front cover. Steam train in the countryside near Bodmin. Bodmin Wemford Railway, Cornwall, England. That's fine. That's really good. Now why can't you do that all the way through? Sadly, they can't. Although, hang on. Here's the George-knysna near Sedgefield, Western Cape, South Africa again. What is it with this George-knysna line of South Africa? I mean, is the guy from South Africa or something? Is he obsessed with this George-knysna line? Because he's not got a clue about flaming British railways, has he? Now, October has got a beautiful shot. I absolutely adore that shot. In fact, I want to try and recreate that in 00 form for the new layout upstairs. There's a particular section of the track, a particular section of the layout, I should say, where I can recreate something just like that, because I just think that looks stunning. But what information does it give? It's actually really good. Steam train leaving Tollington Station, Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway, GWR, England, UK. That's fine. You don't need to tell us what steam locomotive it is. We can work it out. We can see a name on the back there that says the Wildlife Foundation. We can see a number at the bottom. We could find that information out. That's not too bad. But things are getting very, very bad. November. Okay. Can you see that, people? What does that look like? Go on, tell me. Go on, just think amongst yourselves quietly. What does that look like? Does that look like a black locomotive emitting smoke? You were right! It's a black steam engine emitting smoke. What locomotive? We don't know. Oh, we don't know. Where? It's anybody's guess. But we do know that it's a black engine emitting smoke. Now, that's November, and you'd think, right, okay, yeah, okay, we get it, Will. It's an awful, awful calendar. It's in the past. Surely it can't get any worse. I'm afraid it does. They've left the the best. Is it the best? Yeah, they've left the best to last. Are you ready for this? Are you sure? Japanese steam train, Japan. Well, I'm actually really appreciative of that, because for just a moment upon opening December, I did think that that was a Japanese steam train, North Wales. I did. I thought, you know, that's got to be near Anglesey somewhere. The locomotive looks Japanese, but I bet that's Anglesey. No, no, no. It's Japan. It's a Japanese steam train in Japan. Do you know, sometimes my faith in humanity and the survival of the species really does hit a low point. Still, at least I can cut the photos up and put them on the wall.